What's up YouTube, it's your boy Dashing and this is week 9 of the TPL Draft League. I am one of the coaches of Alliance and this week we take on Pedro and Sweeper 666. His team consists of Mega Scizor, Ninetales Alolan, Metagross, Blastoise, Miltank, Xerneas, Zapdos, Arctovish, Phalanx, and Silvalifier. So his Maxmon is actually Blastoise, so that's something to consider. Pedro has had a very interesting run this season. He basically threw like 5 games where victory was guaranteed and just chose to lose. So I'm not sure why he did that, but it is something to consider. He was able to beat Luca last week, so he beat the player that was able to beat us, so we can't really underestimate him for that. He has one of the most busted mons in the format in Geomancy Xerneas, as well as a top 3 Maxmon in Blastoise. I'm expecting him to bring Mega Scizor, Ninetales Alolan, Blastoise, Miltank, Xerneas, and Zapdos. And with that, let's check out our team builder. So our first one here is our trusted Durant. We are running Lumberry to remove possible T-Waves. Enough speed to outspeed the Miltank. I didn't really care enough to outspeed the Ninetales because we're not gonna lead with this anyway. So hopefully Arceus can deal with that. We are running Return this week, which is very interesting. Return at +2 can OHKO a non-bulky Zapdos. If we get +3, then even if it's bulky, like almost max defense, max HP, we can get an OHKO with +3 return. We have superpower to boost our attack, Rock Slide to OHKO the Zapdos if we are still at max, and Iron Head for general stab. Our next one, Shaymin. We are running a cool tech this week. Yachi Berry incorporated with Tailwind. So the idea is to possibly live a hit from the Blastoise and set up Tailwind. Because our answer to Blastoise is actually Toad, but just in case for some reason Toad falls, we have Plan B. So Shaymin will be our Plan B. We also have Healing Wish to possibly return either the Spectre or the Arceus back to full. We are running a lot of speed def so we can take a few hits as well as the max move, and possibly even just the max move and some hazards if he does set up like rocks in the beginning. We have Seed Flare to like potentially KO the Blastoise if it's wear down enough from Toxic. And we have Endure. Endure doesn't really have any particular reason to be in the set. It's just there to, just in case stall out a turn of hail or screens, something like that. Or just stall out a turn of max as well. So that could work. Our next set here, our Arceus. So, our Toad rather. So, standard set, lefties, Health Rock, Protect, Brick Break. Brick Break will be for the screens, of course. Rocks, very good against his team. Toxic for the Blastoise. Protect to potentially stall a turn of, either max or screens. We have enough HP investment to get the max benefits from leftovers, and the rest is bulk. Some speed just in case, the Blastoise wants to be greedy and go for bulk. Basically it. We have Arceus Steel, CM3 attacks. This is very good. Flamethrower for the Scizor, Judgment for everything else. Ancient Power for the Zapdos. I initially had this as Ice Beam, and that hits the Zapdos really hard. But I thought, Ancient Power isn't really a big difference, and it also hits potential Silvalifier, and at least it does like neutral to the Blastoise, because otherwise all our hits would be resisted by the Blastoise. We are running enough speed to outspeed the Ninetales, max special attack, and we have enough HP to live 5 or we live 4 Seismic Toss. Very good. We have our next Monsel Valley. Standard set, nothing unusual here. Basically just there to stop the Cernius from sweep if it goes for the Geo mid-game. So we have T-Wave U-turn, Roar return. So very self-explanatory. T-Wave if ever the Cernius is in the last spot. Roar if not. U-turn for some pivot. Return for like standard stab. Generic defensive EVs. Our last one, Spectre. So for Spectre, cool set here. We are leftovers 401 HP. So same with the Arceus, and we do have sub. So the reason for this is if he does go get techie with us and goes scrappy Miltank, the Seismic Toss does not break our sub, and we get a free Nasty Plot there. So Nasty Plot and Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse for the Miltank, Shadow Ball for everything else. Enough speed to outspeed the Ninetales. We're not really particular about the special attack here because we are going to be able to boost, and the difference between a max special attack and not isn't really that relevant this game, so it wasn't really a factor in the building process. So yep, that's the team. Let's check out the game and see what he brought. Alright, so it looks like he brought everything we predicted. That's very good for us. It's gonna be hard for him to do something we haven't predicted yet, because yeah, we are definitely prepped for this team, so the game should be straightforward unless some hacks happens, which is definitely possible as well. Let's check out the game, see what happened. So we lead Arceus as he goes Ninetales, activate Storm Warning. We get the Judgment off, very good for us. That was actually a big deal. He sends out Blastoise here, but knowing that the Ninetales was not Scarf, and it wasn't Sash as well, was a very big advantage for us. So we don't need to use the Brick Break on Seismitoad now. We go Toad on the Blastoise, expecting the Smash as he goes for the Smash. No White Herb though, very interesting. He's gonna max here, yep, we do expect that. He goes for Max Darkness. That does a big chunk of damage actually. And he reveals to be Life Orb. Very interesting as we go Toxic. We did not expect to take that much damage. We definitely, if he was like running the White Herb and not Life Orb, we could definitely still live a potential Max Darkness. Probably not because we are minus Pidef. Like through Protect, I think he had like a different move, would still live that. But it is what it is. We decide to sack the Gringos here as he goes Max Darkness. I thought about switching there, but I think it was better not to switch to guarantee he doesn't get the Cannonade off. We send out Shaymin here. This also guarantees that he doesn't get the Cannonade off because we will live that. And if we live that, we could take it out with a Seed Flare as well as Poison damage and Hail and Recoil. So those will all take him out. He goes for the Max Hail, smart on his part, but smarter for us to have Yachi. And we set up Tailwind. So the reason we set this up guarantees all our mons will outspeed the Blastoise. But unfortunately, we didn't really put enough speed EVs on the Shaymin. So it falls, but that's fine. We get Durant here. And Durant gets a free setup basically. He could switch to his Zapdos, but I don't think that's a good idea. He should preserve that because he doesn't know our moveset yet. We go Max Durant here, get the Knuckle off. So we do outspeed due to the tail. We're already at +1 here. Max Rock should kill. I think the only way he'd live that if he was like Sash. But I guess he was probably Helmet there. Sends out Scizor. We go for the Max Knuckle, get a boost. He goes SD. Very interesting. He'll probably go for a knockoff here. But we do outspeed obviously and get the Rock Slide. Amazing for us to hit that. Now, the game looks pretty much guaranteed. But I was concerned when he sent out Miltank over the Cernius. So, having Cernius at the last spot means that we cannot roar it away with our Type Null. And we're gonna have to rely on some hacks. We go for Iron Head, unfortunate miss, he goes body press. I was expecting him to go T-Wave, but I guess he doesn't have it. We go Iron Head again, take a good chunk, get the flinch. Go for an Iron Head again, and we get the kill. Turnius comes in. Now this is the moment of truth. Are we gonna miss the Iron Head? He gets a Geo boost and starts sweeping us. Nope, we get the Iron Head. So, wow, amazing game. That's GG, it's dashing. Durant actually got 5 kills this game. That's amazing for us. Now, the tricky part there was, if the attack missed, our next play would have been to send out Type Null, get the T-Wave, hit some returns, and then send out, what do you call this? Our Spectre. So once Spectre comes out, we could like set up subs, because we would outspeed and then wait for him to get paralyzed and then start chucking some, what do you call this? Some shadow balls. So yeah, we did have some options at the end, but it's very good that we didn't have to rely on that. Durant came through with the Iron Head. So yep, very interesting game. If you like the content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.